emergency call that sends him into a desperate mission to save a woman in distress. The film's limited setting and real-time storytelling create an immersive and suspenseful experience, forcing the audience to rely solely on sound and dialogue to piece together the events unfolding outside the call center. A cop in crisis. As the film begins, we are introduced to Joe Baylor, Jake Gyllenhaal, a Los Angeles police officer temporarily assigned to work as a 911 operator. The city is in chaos due to raging wildfires, which have overwhelmed emergency services. Joe is clearly on edge, irritable, tense, and barely keeping it together. Through fragmented conversations and hints from his colleagues, we learn that Joe is facing an impending court hearing related to an incident during his time as a cop. Although the details of this case are unclear at first, it is evident that he has been demoted to desk duty while awaiting trial. Joe struggles with the mundane nature of his job, dismissing some callers in frustration and showing little patience for routine emergencies. His stress level is high, and it becomes clear that he is dealing with personal issues beyond his professional troubles. His marriage has fallen apart, and he is estranged from his daughter. The entire weight of his life seems to be pressing down on him, making him restless and irritable. The call that changes everything. During his shift, Joe receives a call from a woman named Emily Lighton, voiced by Riley Keough. At first, Emily's voice is eerily calm but hesitant. It quickly becomes clear that something is wrong. She is pretending to talk to a child, but Joe senses that she is actually in danger. Realizing she is speaking in code, he deduces that she has been kidnapped and is currently in a moving vehicle. Joe springs into action, asking her yes or no questions to gather as much information as possible without alerting her captor. Emily subtly confirms that she has been taken against her will and is in the car with a named Henry Fisher, Peter Sarsgaard. Joe, now fully engaged in the case, uses every resource at his disposal to track her down. He contacts the California Highway Patrol, hoping they can locate the van, but due to the ongoing wildfires, emergency services are stretched thin. Joe is forced to think on his feet, redirecting Emily's call and attempting to keep her calm while working to identify her location. A desperate investigation from a desk. With limited resources, Joe calls Emily's home phone and reaches her 6-year-old daughter, Abby. The child is frightened and alone, revealing that her mother is missing and her father, Henry, had taken her. When Joe presses for details, Abby cryptically mentions that her mother was bleeding. This ominous clue raises the stakes, making Joe fear for Emily's life. Joe also contacts Henry's home and speaks with his troubled teenage son, who provides little information. Desperate to act, Joe enlists his former police partner, Rick, to visit Henry's residence and investigate. However, Rick is hesitant, knowing that Joe's reputation is already under scrutiny due to his upcoming trial. Joe pressures him into helping, revealing his obsessive need to control the situation despite his lack of jurisdiction. Throughout these moments, we see Joe's volatile personality emerge. He is aggressive, impatient, and reckless in his approach to handling the crisis. His actions indicate that he is not only trying to save Emily, but also seeking personal redemption. The truth unravels as Joe frantically tries to coordinate Emily's rescue. He finally manages to speak directly with Henry. Joe immediately assumes Henry is the villain, an abusive husband who has kidnapped his wife. He berates and threatens Henry, demanding that he pull over and surrender. Henry, however, remains eerily calm and refuses to comply. As the situation escalates, Joe contacts Emily again and urges her to take action. She manages to escape from Henry's vehicle on the freeway, running for help. However, before she can get to safety, Joe loses connection with her. He anxiously awaits news, fearing the worst. Then everything takes a shocking turn. Joe receives an unexpected update from law enforcement. Emily was not kidnapped. She was actually a psychiatric patient. Henry wasn't abducting her. He was trying to take her back